Hey there guys, today we're going to take these two turds and try to make one good mower. Not a turd. Probably still a turd, but a functional turd. Let's get to it.
If I make back home, I'm just stuck here in a dream. At the bottom for the ocean.
All right, I'll give you a quick tour of these two specimens here. This is a Craftsman DLS 3500. It's been sitting out there by the fence for a while. It's had a bunch of parts robbed off of it. Just kind of seats all messed up. Deck's bad. Yeah, but this is what we want. This little 20 horse single cylinder Briggs is a good motor. I know it's a good motor because I was running it, but that Deere out there is a much better mower. Seat's good, everything's here, throttle's broke, not a big deal. It had a 21 horse though, but it's locked up, it's junk. So the plan is to pull the engine out of the Craftsman and put into this one, because, you know, why not? First thing we're going to do is we're going to try to get this thing to bust off. This will be fun. Lock up, please. Well, that's good. Save that. Oh my God. That's disgusting. Let's get a little fuel. Oh shit, that's a lot. Okay, we know it'll live, so now we're going to try to pull it out of here. So I'll show you that pulley I'm talking about. So that pulley, it's like a double pulley up there. Bottom pulley runs your deck. Top pulley runs your drive system for your transmission. Well, these things never get taken off of here, and well, because they never get taken off of here, they like to get stuck on that shaft. But under here, all we got to take out is 4 bolts for the bottom of the engine, and then this bolt, and get this pulley off. And then we'll go back up top, disconnect some cables, unplug the wiring harness. Might have to take off the muffler. I don't know, it may come out of this hole up here. We'll just have to see, but get you back in the stand here. Oh, not good at this. Get you a little closer to see the fight here. Oh, did you see that? It's gonna fall right out. Sun shines on a dog's ass here once in a while. Never comes off that easy. The deer's gonna fight me, you watch. Oh shit. On the benefit. You don't have to use fire or nothing.
If I make back home, I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Well, good morning, guys. It's actually the next day. I didn't get to finish up yesterday because y'all aren't even paying attention to me. Look up here, guys. Wake up. I know it's morning, but y'all can do this. All right, so had some stuff I had to get done, so I finished off, closed up shop. Back over here this morning. It's nice and cool outside this morning, so that's nice. And then, yeah, let's get started on this and see if we can get a running lawnmower today. But, well, it's dirty too. But yeah, we should be able to get this going today, no problem. I don't know where to start. I'm still waking up myself. So to get these decks off, it's not that terribly bad. Pull these pins off here, then this little bracket slides off. There's another one right here, and then you have your oh shit, you're sideways. Have your belt right here, which is fairly straightforward. It just pops off. And then, oh, this last pin right here. I get to cheat because, well, I have a lift. and a table that I can put the deck on. So I'm going to slide the table under, drop the deck down, or the whole mower down, set the deck on the table, unclip everything, and then pull the deck out. All right. Sorry. Bad. All right, so we're ready to start taking stuff apart, getting the engine out of this one. Then we're probably going to take it outside, power wash it, clean it up. There's no sense of putting it all back together all nasty when we have it apart already. But yeah, where to start? The exhaust may be an issue on this one. Bring you in here so you can see this. So the exhaust comes out the same side as the other one did, or does. But yeah, it goes through the frame instead of just having a big hole here for it to slip into. I might have to take those bolts out. Is this the one that just slips the exhaust muffler, just slips into it? I think so. So it's like a two-piece. You got the muffler and then the pipe or header, whatever you want to call it. It really just doesn't mechanically fasten, I don't think. I think it just slides down into the top of the muffler. So we'll get that taken off. And then these are all those plugs I was doing yesterday on the Craftsman. These plugs here, you can look at them. There's those two plugs and this little guy here, and then the one coming off the starter for the solenoid. If we go take a look at our donor, you can see it's got the same, oh, you're not even looking, the same kind of plugs on it. It's actually just that one, just this one plug. So might have an oil leak or something. It's probably this stupid thing there. Look at that. These things are never tight. And then people come in and go, oh, my motor's aching. And it's just a stupid plug. So let's get you back in the stand and I'll start ripping this one out. So if you remember yesterday, we had to do this same pulley on the Craftsman, and I said it was going to be a pain in the ass, and of course it just fell right off. So hopefully this one comes off as easy. They normally don't, but we got to take that bolt out. Got to get the traction belt off, and they're gonna be floppy like this when the brake pedal is engaged, because it's a camming system. It's a big old spring in here, but what it does is when you hit the brakes, it disengages the transmission, and then that's what makes you stop. And then once you let off the brake, this thing engages to run this belt back here. You probably can't see it, it's kind of dark, on top of these little hydrostatic transmissions. And then this little lever here is your go forward, go backward mechanism, and then that's how you go. But I'll get you set back up in the tripod. I don't think I gotta take that off. Look at that. Sweet. It's gonna be a good day. Well, I say that, I jammed it up. Well, oh, take the bolt out. There we go. Sweet. Looks like the same setup. The Craftsman one's a little shorter. We'll use the Deere one on the Craftsman motor. The same size output shafts. Hopefully. Oh, we gotta get these. Oh, that was gross. Everything cleaned up. As you can see, it looks not too shabby in here, pretty decent. You can see what I was talking about earlier about that exhaust, the muffler is still on it. It just, that pipe right, that just shoves down in to the muffler hole. And it's, I guess it seals. They're so loud you can't tell if they're leaking or not anyway. Battery tray's all good, all the wiring's good, everything cleaned up nice. We are gonna have to replace this, which isn't too bad. It just, you're not gonna be able to see, it's dark, but it just clips underneath there. You pop it out from the top, pop the new one in, hook it to the throttle cable. Easy, not too bad. And you can see you have all these holes here, 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 over here, for like different engine configurations. Ours will probably just bolt right into the same spot that the other one did. Shouldn't have any issues. I did go ahead and power wash that, pulled the cowling off of it, make sure the head was all clean. That way because these things are air cooled. Where the hell did it go? Oh. You want to make sure all these fins and everything in here are clean and everything, because like I said, it's air cooled, and if these are all plugged up with grass and dirt and stuff, they'll cause you troubles, overheat, ended up doing what that other motor did and just seize up or bust a connecting rod or whatever. So we'll get this brought inside and put it on the mower, and then we'll probably take that carburetor off, go through it just to make sure it's cleaned up and good. Should be able to fire this thing up in no time at all. Okay, well, I kind of forgot we got to get this exhaust off of here and put the other pipe from the Deere onto here, and hopefully we don't break those off because the exhaust stuff gets rusty. Okay, one of these is bound to fit, right? Okay. Oh, that wasn't bad. Still connected. Don't need that. Save our gasket. Oh, there it goes. Okay. This out of the way. All right, now let's put it in the mower. All our bolt holes lined up. And crush the thinking. There's our plugs. See, everything's right there. Good to go. Now we'll get the carburetor off of it and see if we can bring that back to life. Get this throttle cable off of here. Yep. A lot of people like to just abandon these things. Like, oh, I'll just buy another mower. Have you priced a mower lately? I think the cheapest mower you can get, darn near $3,000. I just take 2 dead ones here and make one good one. Could probably sell it for pretty decent money, but the intention with this thing is one of the guys that works for me needs a lawnmower. Him and his wife just had a baby. He doesn't have a whole lot of time, and I told him he could have these 2 mowers to make him a good one, but he just hadn't had the time. And I had a little bit of time, so I figured, you know, surprise him with it, you know, because I like doing this stuff. Sorry. You know, shit's not that bad a word, really. Say it in Marvel movies and crap, and that's for kids. So I don't know that any kids are going to be watching this, but all right, I'll stop babbling and we'll get this. That sucked. Oh. Gee, crickets. That's gonna leave a mark. Oh. Look at that. That's gonna hurt tomorrow. Holy crap. Okay. With carburetor over here at the bench. We're going to start breaking this thing down. See what's inside. If it has any surprises or if it's just kind of dirty, not real dirty. I need a wrench for that. Oh shit, that shouldn't be that tight. That's not a good sign. Holy shit. Why is that on there so tight? I feel like I'm gonna break it. Hold on a second. Okay. Want that to break loose. Ooh. So this little guy here, well, supposed to move in and out. It's just kind of stuck in, but we can probably save it. If not, we can see if the one off the other carburetor's any good. But oh god, can y'all smell that? Jesus. It's pretty funky. Goodness, why is everything so tight? Let me grab something else. See if I can get it with. Goodness gracious. Oh, but you don't see that? Not supposed to be that color. Let's see if we can get this off of here. So hopefully I have a new one of these, because if I try to pull this O-ring off of here, it's like stuck to it. I do want to put this in the ultrasonic cleaner. I think I have a new one. I'll go check. And then there's an O-ring right in here. And that's where your fuel comes in. Like your fuel line comes into here, and it comes through here, goes down through this, and that's where your needle and seat are, inside of here. It might, it's still soft. It'll probably work fine. And then they're inside of here. So the jet is not in the carburetor. It's in this plastic thing down at the bottom of this hole. And a lawyer. Ow! Oh. That hurt. I'm bound and determined to take a finger out today. So yeah, that's our jet. You can actually see through it. But we'll throw that one in the cleaner. You can see through there now. Try to get this O-ring out of here. Yep, this thing's gonna need a gasket. It's all goofy shaped. You'll get a lot of these things that'll run real poor because of the fuel nowadays just sucks. And what it is it's this O-ring here that goes where the fuel comes in, and it seals around this. Well, that O-ring will fail, and fuel will bypass around that and make the machine just run terrible, because it's not really using the float to stop once the bowl is full. It's just kind of overfilling it, and then it's getting into the machine. So let's get the rest of this junk off of here, and then we'll put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. And while that's taking a bath, we'll go bolt the engine down, hook up the electrical plug for it. Oh crap, that thing's pretty funky too. Might be able to save that one. And then we'll get it prepped and everything. That way it'll be good to go once the carburetor's done cooking. We'll get some new gaskets in it and everything. That one's good enough. But yeah. So this also has, I don't know if you can see them, these little holes here. We need to make sure those are all cleaned out. And we'll spray like some carb cleaner through it, or brake cleaner through it. That works good. Oh, that's sticky. Oh, that's better now. But let's put it in a, let's let it soak in the tub as soon as I find my tuna can. Tuna can. Smaller parts in there. And then we'll see if we can get this thing to get unstuck real quick. Just throw all this junk in here. let that bake over the bowl. So a lot of times with these, I'll get some brake cleaner or carb cleaner and try to get, it's just old gas that's got it all stuck up, and then we'll put a little bit of lubricant in there and work it back and forth, and we won't know until we put power to it. It's gonna pop in and out. So what it does when you turn the key off, it stops all the flow of fuel to the carburetor. It's like a fuel shut-off, an electric fuel shut-off. And, well, it's also there to keep them from backfiring when they're hot. So it like shuts the fuel off to the main jet so it can't pull any fuel in. And so when the engine's real hot and it's still, you know, winding down, it doesn't pull some fuel in there and then give you that little shotgun backfire at the just before you get off the mower. So let me see if I can get something to get that cleaned up. Man, that thing is stuck. I can't grab it with pliers or anything because this is kind of it's like a rubber tip on there. I just need to see if I can get it to move at all. Holy crap. Seriously? I don't know. This one might not be able to be saved, which sucks because these things, you can buy a whole new carburetor damn near for the cost of this thing. I don't know if you ever priced one. You can get them cheap on Amazon, but like if you go to a dealership or something, like buy like an OE one, they want to just, oh, there it goes. That goes in and out. So this thing's super gummy. I think that mower was sitting out there next to the fence for 2 years with the fuel in it. So it's not like surprising. But I'm gonna work on this a little bit and then see if I can get it to work better. Okay, so we got the carburetor soaking. Now we're gonna address this. I can remember had all that oil all over it, and it's just because this is like a, not like a, it is the drain for it. We're gonna pull it out, clean up the threads, put some Teflon on it. But first we're going to, that didn't get very clean. We're gonna suck all the oil out of it. Actually, I think I can clip this. Pull that out with the dipstick. It's just an O-ring that holds that on, along with all that dirt. We'll clean that up. full blast. Success. All right, so we got that going. I'm gonna put the cowls back on it so it doesn't overheat the engine. Check the oil level. Carburetor cover is part of the cowling and stuff. And then before we put the deck on it, we'll throw it in reverse and try to drive it off the lift and see if that part works. So I think it does, but we'll be all right. So, yeah, back in a second. Okay, so that's going to wrap this up. Now we have one good mower because of that sacrifice of the Craftsman over there. And yeah, one thing we didn't catch, and I did kind of off camera, is the Deere has a fuel tank in the back under the seat, and the Craftsman has the fuel tank up under here. And because of that, the Craftsman's gravity fed and the Deere is got a fuel pump. So I had to put the little vacuum fuel pump, but in order to do that I had to pull the dipstick tube and everything off of that engine and put on here. And it all, like I said, these motors are pretty much identical, so you can kind of mix and match parts and get it to do what you need to do. But yeah, so now my technician, who hasn't had time to get up here and do this, he'll have a little surprise, and he'll have a working mower. He can clean it up the rest of the way, the seat and the hood, and it's got a little hooey right here. It's all pushed in, but yeah, that's all cosmetic. Other than that, it functions perfectly fine. Just thank you guys for sticking around and watching this, those of you who did. And all right, see you next time.